afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to our channel, Matt and Sarah's World. I'm not going to be playing a game today. I was going to be playing Robin, which is a game about chronic fatigue syndrome. But Robin's only 5 minutes long, and the point of me playing Robin was to take the time to talk to you about my issues, because I've been made aware that apparently it's becoming a little bit obvious in some of the games that I play that I'm getting frustrated and potentially not enjoying the game. That's Ori, by the way. I love Ori. Ori is fantastic. I love the game, and the colours in the game are absolutely amazing, and I love the story behind Ori, and I really want to finish that game. That's the problem. Because when I started Ori, I started on a little controller that the keys were a little bit backwards on, and I couldn't get on with it. We now have a new controller, the Xbox Pro, which I am going to be trying out. I've tried it out on Matt's side of Ori, because he's playing the non-definitive version just in his spare time, and I can play a little bit better with that, but not as well as I'd like. Now, there is a reason why I can no longer play platform games as well as I once did. I was diagnosed with a long-term illness almost 4 years ago now. It's called Fibromyalgia, or Fibro for short, and basically it causes me a lot of problems. I have the medical term here, if anybody wants. So I'm going to read the medical term, and then I'm going to tell you my definition of this illness. Fibromyalgia is a medical condition characterised by chronic widespread pain and a heightened pain response to pressure. Other symptoms include tiredness to a degree that normal activities are affected, sleep problems, and trouble with memory. Some people also report restless leg syndrome, bowel or bladder problems, numbness and tingling, sensitivity to noise, lights or temperature. Fibromyalgia is frequently associated with depression, anxiety and post-traumatic stress disorder. Other types of chronic pain are also frequently present. Fibromyalgia, excuse my language, is a bitch. Fibromyalgia, or Fibro, basically, Matt's way of putting it is my brain has short-circuited and is telling my body that there is a problem somewhere in my body and trying to fix it. However, it's trying to fix it with fire. That's my version of it. It goes off to try and fix this little tiny thing that it thinks is a problem that isn't actually a problem, and fixes it by just throwing everything at it, and it's like it's trying to burn this issue out of my body. But there's nothing wrong. It'd be like somebody saying you broke a bone and you know full well you haven't. You've got, somebody turns around and says, "Oh, that bone's broken," but you've got no pain, no swelling, you're fine. I have the other side of the coin. I have the pain, I have the swelling, I have all sorts of weird, wonderful tingling sensations and burning sensations. but there is nothing physically wrong. They can't find anything. There's nothing there to fix. But my brain thinks there is. And when my brain has one of its funny moments, I have issues. And one of those issues you can probably see, just about see, is my hands turn into claws, which makes platform games somewhat difficult. Now, I won't start playing Ori and other platform games if my hands are already claws, because that hurts. So if I'm having a good day and my hands are normal, and I'll try and play Ori. Only problem is, I'll get part way through, half an hour, 45 minutes, they'll start to hurt. If I go past 45 minutes, I start to drop the controller. It starts to get heavy, it starts to get uncomfortable. And as you know by the length of the videos, I have been going past 45 minutes. I've been pushing myself to go further because I want to get somewhere in these games. I want to make progress. And it's really difficult to make progress in half an hour when you haven't played for a long time or you're having issues. So it looks like I'm going to have to, I'm going to continue Ori on the channel. I'm not giving up on Ori. And I'm not giving up on platform games. They're what I love. I played Spyro, I played Sonic, I've played Crash Bandicoot. All of these games I played before I got sick, before my body decided that it hates me with a vengeance, apparently. So I don't want to give up on those games. I have given up on so much due to this illness that I am not giving up on platforms. I'm fed up of giving up on things. I'm fed up of not doing something because it hurts a little bit, or I'm tired, or I'm run down. So I'm just going to ask if you can have a little bit of patience with me when it comes to the platforms, because I'm going to have to do half an hour videos and just see if I can make any progress in that time. That doesn't mean they're always going to be half an hour videos, because I'm hoping in September release their new gaming controller on time, because this new gaming controller is flat, same as a keyboard, which is great because I can put my hands flat out and that works perfectly. When I'm using the mouse, I can intentionally lay my hand out flat so that I've learned how to do that. This new gaming controller that they're bringing out has got all sorts of adaptions that you can plug in for feet, hands, mouth. If I have to play platforms using my feet, so be it. And I am so excited for this controller, and I'm really hoping it launches on time, because I really can't wait to get my hands on it or my feet on it, whichever works, because it's not fun for me and it's not fun for you if I'm getting into pain and I'm getting frustrated. So in the short term, Ori's only going to be in small little doses, and I'll be playing things like Subnautica, Clockwork Tales, because Clockwork Tales is fantastic because it's a point and click. The point and click games are absolutely brilliant for me because, as I said, I've learnt how to use the mouse in such a way that it doesn't hurt and I don't have to grab it. And Fortnite is great because, again, it's on a keyboard. So And the itch games are fantastic, and Game Jolt, they have some brilliant games that are only little. They last like 10 minutes, but they're a great game, and they're either done with the mouse or the keyboard, so I can play them. So anything that involves a controller, I apologise, I'm only going to be playing short versions of it. Everything else will be as normal. But I thought, I was trying to pretend that I could cope, that I could manage, and that this stupid illness wasn't going to affect the channel, and wasn't going to affect my gaming. Because gaming is my only escape now. Because at one point, things like reading was an escape, but I can't sit and hold a book for any length of time because I end up dropping it or forgetting what page I'm reading, and I'll end up reading a page 4 or 5 times. You can't forget where you are in a video game because it moves along with, as you're playing, it changes and it adapts, and you can visually see that it's changed. So you can't forget where you are and what you're doing. So it's easier to escape and to forget for a few minutes, or half an hour, that life's not quite as good as it could be. I'm really, really fortunate. I'm going to say this. I am really, really fortunate. I have Matt. I'm not, he's there. He supports me emotionally, mentally. He helps me physically. Sometimes he does the cooking, the cleaning when I can't. On occasions, he's had to get me in and out of the shower because my legs are jelly and I can't actually get out of the shower. And things have changed an awful lot due to this. And I am tired of giving things up. So I am not going to be giving up the channel. I'm not going to be quitting YouTube. I'm not going to be quitting platform games. I'm just going to be learning to adapt. Because I need an escape. And games for me are that, because I think I've waffled for long enough. What I'm going to say is, if you have any questions, if there's anything you want to know in relation to this illness, in relation to what it causes, put it in the comments and I'll try and answer them if they're not too overly personal, because obviously there might be some things that I don't feel comfortable answering, but if you do have any questions about what this illness causes and what it actually, and you want to know any more about it, then just pop a comment in the box below, in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you very much for sitting there hearing me waffle. I hope you can understand where I'm coming from, and I'm hoping that you're still going to enjoy the games that I play, even if they're not as long, or if they're not exactly the same anymore. So thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna go away now, and I'll come back later and do another video. And so I've taken my pain meds and my hands have hopefully stopped hurting. Right. See you in another video, guys.